I had fever and I took it as a normal viral fever.
One of the big fears is, will I get cancer in my life?
The mistake I did was I did not get my blood test done.
How do I know if I have cancer? Or
You're just not comfortable doing anything. You just want to lie down just because you're not comfortable. You want to sleep. You have 93% blast cells in your body. And there when they declared, you have got leukemia.
which are the things which are the most difficult to bear with? What's the immediate reaction?
I just went numb.
So at that young an age, the child became the parent.
Yes. I used to have a lower backache. It used to be bone-breaking pain.
What should be the role of the family? What should the family do?
The person who is taking care of the cancer patient, he has to be very strong.
So in our life, there are many things that worry us. The biggest is illness. And amongst illnesses, the biggest illness, the most scary illness, the most scary problem that we go through is cancer. Within cancer, one of the most dangerous cancers or scary cancers that we know about is blood cancer. Today, we have somebody in the studio who's been through this journey. We are going to talk to her about how it happened, how she dealt with it, what kind of support did she need, what parts helped, what parts didn't help, who are the people who really helped her overcome this, and how's she dealing with it now. Dr. Meenakshi, thank you so much for joining us. So to begin with, the first thing I want to know is, when did it happen? And how did you get to know that you have cancer?
So I actually did not come to know about it.
Okay.
It was a very, slow kind of a process. I started having fatigue. I would have severe backaches. I had lost appetite. And I was getting irritated at small little things just because I was not myself. So I thought maybe it was because of my work. It was because COVID was there and I was not myself. And because there was a lot of construction going on in the house. And obviously in construction, there is a lot of stress because you have to do things out of the way. I had fever and I took it as a normal viral fever. So before starting with the antibiotic, I thought I need to get my simple blood test done, the CBC. When I got my CBC report and I had shown it to our medical specialist, he said, "Ma'am, you're beyond me. Your treatment is beyond me. You need to go to a hematologist." So back of the mind, I was wondering, why did he say hematologist? Because hematologist, one, it is blood related. And then he was so soft with the oncology part. I said, oncology means cancer. So it really does not resonate with me. I'm fit and fine. I think kuch gadbad hua hai.
And this is in 2021.
This is in 2021 December. And I think that was a kind of a shock setting in. But then we went to one of the reputed hospitals of Gurgaon. And there when they declared, you have got leukemia, blood cancer, and you have 93% blast cells in your body, it actually made me shiver. I mean, when I talk about it, I get goosebumps. And my younger daughter was with me. And to talk about it, she just came, she hugged me, and we actually started crying. We did not know what to do. For a few minutes, we cried, and then I told her, I think we need to work on it. Let's talk. I mean, we were not ready to get it done in that hospital, the whole treatment.
Sure.
I, being an ex-army officer, I said, I think I need to talk to one of the army hospitals. So I called up one of our senior dental officers. He said, "Madam, wherever you are, just leave everything, get into a car, come here, we are getting you admitted." And that was it. It started with a shock, And for a couple of months, I was still in a shock. I did not know how to react to something, knowing that I was fit, knowing that I was working, knowing that I had to take care of the children, the clinic, home. So that's how my treatment and the whole journey started.
So the reason I asked that question is that for a lot of us, as we grow up in our lives, one of the big fears is, will I get cancer in my life? I'll be honest with you. And we all know friends or friends' parents or whoever who has cancer. And touch wood, everybody should survive and recover and do well. But some people do, some people don't. And it leaves the other people, the laymen, very scared. There is a fear that is there in all of us कि मेरी life में मुझे तो नहीं हो जाएगा ये. And a lot of people wonder, how do I know if I have cancer, or how do I know I need to go for a test, right? Like you said, you just had a fever, right? So are there any things that if you have this, you should get it tested?
So very frankly, number one, I feel everyone should get a regular blood test done.
Okay.
At least once a year. You come to know about it. Second thing, if you have, fatigue or a pain which was not there before, or something which you are not comfortable with your body, even if it is headaches, backaches, or more so fatigue, because that's the first sign that something is wrong in an energetic body. Because cancer, at least blood cancer, there is no reasoning. It is not even genetic. I mean, at least mine, if I see, it was not genetic, because there's nobody in this house who had cancer. So I felt the mistake I did was I did not get my blood test done this year. Otherwise, I was very careful about getting the tests so that I know whether I have BP, sugar, anything else.
Right. So being a doctor and being in the army for all those years, I'm assuming some tests were regularly done.
We used to get tests done every year.
Right. So, but that was a year when you didn't do it.
So I was not in army.
Oh, you had left the army.
Left the army.
Okay. All right. So you had fever, you had some body ache, you had fatigue.
Backache. I was not happy doing my own passion. And my passion was my work. A person who is a doctor who is working with his patients for the whole day, I would just call 1 or 2 cases, and half of the time I would tell them, I think I'm tired, which was not me. So those signs were there,
Okay.
but I was not taking care of those signs. ठीक है, I may pop in a paracetamol, ठीक हो जाऊंगी. So I was not taking care of myself.
So overall energy levels were down.
A lot.
So that could be a sign why
Yes.
people should get it tested.
Which I could not make up.
Okay. So one is if energy levels are down, or if you are not feeling
You're
your
not
normal
able
self.
to do your normal household work. You are fatigued. You're not able to, you're not enjoying your life. Enjoying, even watching TV is enjoying. Listening to music is enjoying. Gardening is enjoying. You're just not comfortable doing anything. You just want to lie down just because you're not comfortable. You want to sleep. You are tired. That feeling was there.
Okay. And in those cases, people should get it tested.
People should get it tested.
The second you're saying is once a year, anyways, get it tested.
Yes. A regular checkup is a must.
Right. Okay. Now, in your case, thankfully you're from the army, you are a doctor, perhaps you knew it, you know more about it than most of us who are not doctors and not from the medical fraternity. Once it happened, and your daughter was with you, which is great. What's the immediate reaction? You said you cried, your daughter cried. What was happening in your brain? Were you scared? Will I survive? What happens?
That happened later on, but that time I went numb.
Okay.
I just went numb. How can it happen to me? I have been so energetic. I have been fit and fine. I was taking care of myself. The food was regular. I actually went numb.
So
it was a shocking numb, which took me a lot of time to recoup from. And by that time, my chemo had already started.
So it's difficult to accept
Yes,
that it could happen to me.
exactly. So that was actually the thing. That how can it happen to me?
Right.
It really makes you feel vulnerable that time.
Right.
And the worst is when you are a doctor and you don't know about it.
Right. Right. Yeah.
ये मुझे भी हो सकता है. When I remember when I used to hear about cancer, it was like some distant relative. अच्छा उसे कैंसर हुआ है. That used to come as a shock. When it is happening to you, it's completely a different feeling.
Sure.
And it just doesn't happen to you. It is affecting the whole family.
Right.
For me, when I went numb, nobody actually said anything to me because I think the whole family was in a shock. That time, it was more of gather yourself and find a solution. If you go numb, nothing can happen. So when I was declared, my that strength was I have to find a place to get the treatment started. That was the time when I started thinking, okay, ex-army, army hospital, go. But talk to someone who can help you.
Okay.
And by the time I had reached the hospital, everything was ready. That doctor knew that I was coming. The room was ready because I was to be put in isolation. They had prepared for the biopsy. So I did not have to struggle. I was just going with the flow that जो हो रहा है वो अब मुझे ठीक करने के लिए हो रहा है. Whatever it is, 93% है, इसको खत्म करना है.
And from that stage where you first heard about it to this stage where you became this warrior who said, I'll fix it, कितना time लगता है?
एक्चुअली टाइम लगता है, बट मुझे दोनों डॉटर्स ने बहुत हेल्प किया. इसलिए क्योंकि उन्हें लगा कि ये टाइम है to give back, which was usually children at this time don't understand.
Right.
But when they both got together and they were like, जाने नहीं देंगे. She has to be there and we will do every bit to help her out of it. It was, I think, just 2-3 days of time.
Oh.
Just 2-3 days of time. Though I was in a shock, but I had made that, I had kind of put a veil in front of me. I'm strong, I can do everything, don't worry. But inside, I was not. I was struggling with my own emotions. ये कैसे होगा यार? 4 से 8 हफ्ते. That was the first thing what he said. Ma'am, 20% chances. First protocol is going to be for 21 days. And then we see, we go ahead. So it's like 21 days, 20% chances. 80% कब खत्म हुआ मुझे तो पता ही नहीं चला.
And what does this mean? 21 days, first protocol. What is first protocol?
So first protocol of chemo
Okay.
is for 21 days.
Okay.
So they give you chemo weekly and they wait and they then give you a medicine called GCSF. That's to again raise the WBC counts. And then they wait for some more time and they give you chemo again. Because they can't continuously give you chemo. So for me, it was like, 21 दिन में क्या करेंगे? Because they did not tell me कि क्या होगा. The list had come later. So I was like, 21 दिन ही है ना? Done. और 80-20 इन्होंने क्यों कहा? So it was like, you have only 20% survival. अगर आपको ALL हुआ, that is acute lymphoblastic leukemia, we can work on it.
Okay.
अगर AML हुआ, तो देखना पड़ेगा. And when the biopsy came, you see, आपको ALL भी है और आपको AML भी है.
Oh.
So I had a combination. It was called mixed phenotype acute leukemia. So initially I had lost hope. Especially after relapse, I had lost hope. But when my daughters, they stood by me.
How old were your daughters at that time?
My younger one was 17 and my elder was 22.
Wow, very young, yeah.
Elder one left her job.
Oh my God.
So she left her job in 21 and now she has, it's like 2 years of gap. Now she took up a job in Bangalore and she's starting her life from scratch. So for me, both of them have actually given their life. The life, especially for a child, when you have to, if I say, मुझे नौकरी मिली है और आज मुझे माँ की सेवा करनी है, I'll think twice कि करूँ. She did not think. She was told blood relative has to stay with her. She's in isolation. She said, okay, I'm coming. And she did every possible thing. If I say, even my husband could not do. She said, I'm looking after her, and that's it. Whether it was getting chemo injections, whether it was talking to the OTs for my central line insertions, whether it was, anything in the hospital. Every person in the hospital knew that she is so and she needs to get everything ASAP.
So at that young an age, the
She
child became
managed.
the parent.
Yes. I call her.
Right.
See, I remember I used to tell her, you have become my mother. And from today, I am going to listen to everything, whatever you say. And I remember she used to say, Utho, 100 steps. In between कोई इधर उधर हो जाए, 10 और करने हैं. Drag myself. There was a time I said, यार ये देख, बाल कटाने हैं. Okay. I'm getting the razor and we'll do it. I said, यार अभी तो इतने लंबे बाल किए थे. मतलब I have always had bob cut. She said, सुबह उठते हो ना, पिलो पे इतने सारे बाल होते हैं, कटवा दो, इन्फेक्शन नहीं होगा. I was listening to everything of hers. And I think I survived because of that. I never asked her, आज का blood report क्या है? She used to come to me. They both had decided that we will not tell her whenever the counts are low. She would say, आज का रिपोर्ट इतना अच्छा है और ऐसे लेटी हुई हो. Say, यार, I'm not feeling good. I'm shivering. I'm having headaches and I just cannot get up from the bed. Today, your blood count is the best amongst all the counts. That day, it used to be the worst.
Oh.
And she used to say, लेटे हुए हो, 3-4 नारियल पानी पी लो, एनर्जी आ जाएगी. डॉक्टर ने कहा है ना, नारियल पानी पीने से एनर्जी आती है. And I would actually listen to her. Those things, now I remember, I'm like, okay, I did this. And if I did it, it worked for me. And by evening, they would say, platelet count has gone down. We need to give you platelets. Look at her. She would say, ऐसे लगा तो फिर. It was never, क्यों लगाना है, आज क्या हो गया. 5-6 बारी तो ब्लड ट्रांसफ्यूजन हुआ है और हर बारी हुआ और हर बारी आई यूज्ड टू बी लाइक, इतना कम है. आज मम्मी 5 हो गया, लगता है आपने नारियल पानी, जूसेस, हाइड्रेशन ठीक नहीं किया था. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट टाइम आई विल डू इट. सो
they were really the parents taking care of you.
She was working outside and the elder one was inside. So she got my younger one got the whole construction done of the house. Talking to a contractor who talks...
When she was 17, 18 years old.
She was 17, 18.
Yeah. So people really stood up and took...
What
about your husband? Where was he at that time?
So my husband was here. So he was here on...
He's also in the army.
He's also in the army. He's a colonel. He was here. But compassionate posting does not mean that he will be in the...
He still has a job, yeah.
Yeah. So it was that, after he finishes his work, he can just come visit. And hospital always has visiting hours.
Right.
So for him, it was like, okay, everything fine. Do I need to get anything? So he used to be a person who would be more of, working from outside.
Right.
They were the ones who were working for me.
Right.
and which kind of made a difference because that actually dragged me. I would cry, they were there. आज आप रो लो. They would not come and console me. Say, रोना है, रो अच्छी तरह से निकाल दो इससे. Just throw it out of your system that you are crying and you're feeling bad. And come out, emerge as a person you are. हमने आपको strong lady देखा है, so you will be a strong lady. It does make a difference when your children are there and saying all these things. यार मैं ऐसे क्यों कर रही हूँ? And I used to actually think, मुझे डरना नहीं चाहिए. ये दोनों है ना मेरे साथ. I remember the second time. I think that was before the second protocol of COVID, of chemo. I had fever and they asked me, ma'am, यहाँ पर तो हम COVID cases नहीं रखते. So you will have to be shifted to the other hospital. This other army hospital where they have a COVID ward and everything. 7 days in that COVID ward. She would stand outside the whole day. आप ठीक हो? कहानी कोई सुनाओ? कुछ चाहिए? पानी पियोगे? कुछ खाओगे? It made a difference.
So tell me, I mean, COVID of course is a very exceptional thing, but even without that, for people who might have just been diagnosed with cancer or who are going through cancer or who might go through cancer in the future, what does a patient feel? Is it painful? Are you just drained? Do you keep getting fever?
It's actually everything. You do get drained. Feeling is the first feeling you get. With organ cancer, sometimes you don't get that feeling.
Oh.
Sometimes you don't even feel the pain. When you feel the pain, you come to know it's the second or the third stage. You're just going, you're working. For me, it was the whole body. I remember I used to tell, यार मेरा खून ही मेरे अगेंस्ट है. आपको वो मेरी एक ऑर्गन अगेंस्ट है. मुझे लिवर में हुआ है, किडनी में हुआ है, स्प्लीन में हुआ है, लंग्स में हुआ है. मेरी तो पूरी बॉडी में हुआ है. So my pain was specific. I used to have a lower backache. It used to be bone-breaking pain. I mean, pain which I can't explain. I could neither lie down, I could not sit, and it was like, do something. And I remember shouting at doctors, you have to do something. I cannot bear it. IVs were not working, and they used to put patches. Ma'am, maybe this helps. Psychologically, I had a feeling, IV will not do anything. If they put a patch, my pain will go. And it did. And it kind of worked for me. If I talk about the organs, what I've heard is they just felt the lumps. They felt they could not breathe properly. Some felt they could not digest properly. So these were the initial things which I had heard that before cancer this had happened to them. Digestion issues था, lump था breast में, सांस लेने में problem हो रही थी. But मेरे साथ तो ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं हुआ था. It was a normal exhaustion. It was a normal feeling कि शायद मैंने आज बहुत काम किया. Tiles लेके आई from some place और उसकी वजह से मुझे exhaustion हो रही है. Or maybe I have seen a few extra patients. Or maybe I sat for a long time, that's why the backache. And I kept on ignoring it till I had fever. So that was one thing which made me feel that I think I need to get my blood test done, which I normally do. That if I have fever, it was 102. And after I was taking paracetamol after 6 hours. And usually in viral fever, the fever does come down and stabilizes. So from 102, it will come down to 101 and then carry on. But here, it was just on and on and on for 2 days. The fever was not breaking. That was the time when I felt there is something wrong. I did feel there is something wrong.
And this goes on in your case from 2021 to 2023?
2023.
So 2 years, of going through this. Yes. And then there is a phase where you start feeling like you're recovering, you're going to come out of it.
Yes, post the transplant, I was kind of mentally prepared. Transplant ho gaya, I'm fine.
Okay.
Though the initial 6 months of post-transplant, There were issues in my blood test. The liver function tests, they were increased. And I was told that after 3-4 months, you're going to have three issues. One is either you will have skin GVHD, which is like graft versus host disease. Second, you may have issues with your liver, very high, the liver points. And third, you may develop stomach issues,
Okay.
gastritis, irritation, or maybe some kind of ulceration.
Okay.
So I asked them, I said, when do I expect it? So in fact, they would laugh because I would never go in and tell them that something is wrong with me. I would ask, sir, ab theek hai, ab kya hoga? So they would say, theek hai matlab, sir, I'm eating, I'm drinking, and I'm doing bit of exercises also. I walk, and the only thing is, I still can't take chatpata, spicy, that stuff. I still can't eat curd. Though in some of the cancers, they say eat curd,
Okay.
probiotic. So, and I could not take fruits. So they said, fruits, yes, you can take everything, boil them. So the moment they would say boil them, I say, boil kiya to fruit kya raha? You can't have boiled food. You can still think of having, fruit that you can put boiled water, clean it, and
Sure.
have it. So I said, sir,
But this is actually boiling a banana?
it's boiling a banana.
Oh.
And I remember we tried everything. We boiled banana, and I was like, I can't eat it. So my daughter said, gulp it down, think it's some medicine. So I said, okay, fine, I'll do that. Pomegranates. I remember it was a very funny incident when the doctor, we heard the doctors coming, and she said, anar. I said, ढक के रखते गर्म पानी में. And he said, madam, क्या है? I said, sir, कुछ नहीं है. And he said, नहीं, हम तो देखेंगे. The moment he opened it, and he saw all brown, those seeds. He said, आपने आज क्या खाया? I said, sir, डाला तो अनार था, निकला कुछ और है. So, those kind of things. And I remember I used to enjoy, I used to actually like these kind of episodes because it would made me feel light,
Right.
happy. अच्छा ये भी हमने किया. That
Right,
kind of
right,
thing.
right.
My daughter boiling egg in water.
Right.
You just, the scrambled eggs, throw in water, and that whole egg would kind of disintegrate. And she would say, पीना तो पड़ेगा, बनाया है तो आपको खाना पड़ेगा. इसमें खाऊं क्या? She said, ठीक है मैं थोड़ा पानी drain कर देती हूँ, वो खा लो. So those small little things, they
Right.
made me feel good.
Right. Right.
But खाने पे रोक होती थी.
So a lot of things of life get controlled, limited, changed when you're going through this. And for laymen like us who don't know enough about it, one of the things that we've heard or seen is that there is a lot of hair loss. So you've seen pictures of cancer patients who are bald and all that. So do you lose all your hair, or people get it shaved, or वो क्या होता है?
You actually lose all the hair.
Okay.
I did not want to go through that phase.
Okay.
So post the first chemo, every time I would brush, I would see a bunch. And I would look at her and I say, इसके तो बाल बन भी नहीं सकते. And I went into a bit of depression. I said, yeah, I can't lose hair. She said, come out of it. We can do it. बाल दोबारा आ जाएंगे. I said, हाँ, आ तो जाएंगे. That was the time when she got the razor and
Your daughter?
Yes, she cut my hair,
She shaved them.
shaved them off completely. She first cut them.
Yeah.
She said, this is okay. I said, see, this is not okay because it's not me. You do one thing, shave them off. So then she shaved them off, and I was feeling very nice.
Oh.
I said, okay, I had bob cut, I had long, and I'm going to live with this. This is something which is my present identity. I did not wear a cap or a hat or all those chunnis all throughout the time I was bald.
Like a bald model.
Yes, I used to walk like that.
Wow.
I said, it's just perfectly fine.
Wow.
I said, I used to tell doctors, I said, madam, कोई टोपी पहन लो. I said, sir, मुझे ज़रूरत नहीं है.
Very nice.
अगर ये आइडेंटिटी है तो ये है, क्योंकि मुझे पता है इसकी ट्रीटमेंट के बाद मैं ठीक हो जाऊंगी.
So tell me, during the time that people have cancer, for people who have it right now or will have it in the future. Between all these things which are so, मतलब आप केले को boil करके खा रहे हो, आपके बाल गिर रहे हैं, और भी I'm sure 100 other things are happening. Which are the things which are the most difficult to bear with psychologically? And how do you deal with those?
The most difficult is when you see your family howling and crying. I have seen that when I was admitted, and my brother, my mother, and they just came inside. They were all wearing PPE kits, and right from the gate, my mother is very strong. She's been a single mother. She's a very, the way she howled, I was like, I'm okay, I'm okay. Rona nahi. Then I calmed her down. I said, listen, हो गया. मुझसे मिलने जब भी आओगे, you will talk anything and everything minus the disease. Whatever you talk to the doctor, whatever he tells you, whether he says today is my last day, आंसू पोंछ के आना. मतलब मेरे सामने वो फेस लाना जो मैं देखना चाहती हूँ. I want to see you people smiling. Everyone individually were going through that emotional turmoil, and I knew it. But I knew that if I see them in that state, I'm going to crumble. And they were with me for 45 minutes, half an hour. So I said, just make this time so memorable that for 1 week I am thinking about it. अब ये किया था, ये किया था, ये किया था. So they would actually practically come with, अच्छा घर में ये हुआ, फिर हमने ये किया. And you know, your parrot has started saying good night. It's like, really? So I had a parrot. And I would love to talk about the parrot because I had taught him small little words, and I would, do a video call with him, and I knew he was angry, and he would just look at me, not look at me, and I would feel, see, अरे यार वापस आ रही हूँ, don't worry, मैं आ जाऊँगी. So I knew he doesn't understand, but अंदर से एक feeling. So.
So that brings me to the question that, you had members of the family who were crying sometimes, your daughters were almost behaving like your mother, controlling you, you had a husband who was working and was coming in the evenings and perhaps seeing you. So, and family is family, right? So you can't control their emotion. But what should be the role of the family? What should the family do? Again, going back to people who have it right now or who will have it in the future, and for their family, their caregivers, what is the right way for them to work with the patient?
See, the first and the foremost thing is the person who is taking care of the cancer patient, he has to be very strong.
Okay.
Very strong. If a wife is taking care of her husband, half of the time the wife is crying because the doctor has said her something. Attendant has to be very positive. Attendant has to be very sensitive to what information he has to give to the patient and what to camouflage.
Oh, okay.
Which is very important because that time the patient is only and only using this. डॉक्टर ने मुझे ये कहा, अब इन्होंने मुझे ये कहा, मैं तो जा रहा हूँ. And that is actually one thing which creates a lot of problems. It's a mental, it's more of a psychological issue. Disease is there. There are doctors for it. They will take care of you. They cannot take care of this. So I told my doctors, take care of me. I will take care of this. And it made sense for me because there were times when they would tell my daughters, night. Then I heard 10 days. That never came to me. They would both discuss, cry, console each other, but when they would come in front of me, they were two bubbling characters dancing and singing song, and I started enjoying with them. And I started feeling, है problem. इन्होंने कहा है ये पियो, पीना है. इन्होंने कहा है ये खाओ, खाना है. But that's it.
So you're saying one of the things that the patient needs is believing that I will be okay.
Belief is very important.
Right.
It's like believe in yourself, believe in your doctor, believe in the treatment, and believe in your family. These are the four things which are very, very important, and this is the only thing which will take you ahead.
So believe in yourself, believe in the doctor, believe in the family,
The treatment.
and the treatment. Okay. Okay.
You know, every doctor who's treating you, he knows what he's doing with you. He has specialized in that.
Right.
So for me, when I say there was a time, it's army, you get transferred. The first person who was treating me, he got transferred.
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh, he's gone. He said, yeah, he's gone. I am going to take after. Okay. The second doctor who was treating me, he got transferred. I was like, yaar, मैं किसके साथ हूँ अब? Who's going to take care? There were two residents. They finished their residency, they got transferred.
Wow.
And there were almost 10-15 days when I was minus the team who was with me from 21 to 22 October, November. And I was like, ab treatment kaise hoga? That was the time when I was like, I said, yaar, ab gaye. क्योंकि उनको तो 1 साल का पता है और ये न्यू टीम I am not in connect with that new team. It's not possible for me to even talk to them what
And
has
clearly,
happened.
the new team will not know all the details that happened.
I did not know that.
Right.
The new team knew everything.
Oh, really?
So when I was admitted, they had put me in a DILL, that is dangerously ill category.
Oh.
So when it is dangerously ill category, it's like 1 or 2. So that the priority is with them. So when you are undergoing that kind of a treatment, whoever comes and takes over, he knows each and everything about you.
Oh, okay.
And I remember that was my second last biopsy when I was on oral chemo. The doctor had asked me, he said, ma'am, we have to do your biopsy. And I said, you are new to me. He's the head of the department, and I'm telling him, you're new to me. I will get it done from my treating doctor. He said, to think about it. Time has come. We have to take your biopsy. It was with a lot of reluctance I did it. And when he did the bone marrow biopsy, and the whole process was painless, I was like, yahi theek karega. That was in my mind, and I told my daughter, तेरे को पता है इसका हाथ कितना अच्छा है? She said, Sachi, हाँ यार, we'll get our treatment done. And we are actually, talking as if कोई joke crack किया.
Right, right.
इससे treatment कराएंगे. I said, मम्मा यही करेगा. Done. He's the best. And every time we used to go for counseling with him, I did not hear 80-20%.
Oh.
Not at all. Every time he said, ma'am, just go with the flow. The treatment आपको जो मिल रहा है वो बिल्कुल ठीक है. आपका जो blood going perfectly fine. Your neutrophil count is going perfectly high. And that is the good thing, which means you are coming towards zero blast cell.
Oh.
So the next biopsy we are going to do, you are sure. You be sure that we are taking you in.
So clearly your daughters played a huge role in keeping you positive, in keeping you energized, in singing and dancing in front of you and cheering you up and not giving you the bad news at times and all that. But the other thing that I've heard from a lot of people who've gone through this is, who's the best doctor? I went to this doctor, give me a reference. They go to 10 doctors. So is there a good doctor, not so good doctor? How do you choose your doctor, and are there do's and don'ts for a doctor?
See, there are no do's and don'ts. It is just that if I came out of this disease, for me, this doctor is good. If somebody else has come out of it, that doctor is good. Now, for me, the first time when I had gone and the diagnosis was done, everything was done, they said, देखिए sir, bone marrow transplant होना है, stem cells हमें चाहिए, आपको एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का नाम देते हैं, आप उनसे पूछ लीजिएगा, दे हैव अ स्टेम सेल बैंक, बात कर लीजिए। अगर आप सेकेंड ओपिनियन लेना चाहते हैं, यू आर मोस्ट वेलकम, बिकॉज द मोमेंट दैट they declared it as MPAL and थोड़ा स्पेशलाइजेशन सबका नहीं है, they asked us, and I remember my husband, my brother, everyone had gone to Rajiv Gandhi, they went to AIIMS, they went to different hospitals, and they got only one answer: stick to your doctor, you are at the best place. And we knew, I mean, I'm from army background and I'm getting my treatment done from army. If I go out, I am going to a civil clinic,
Sure.
civil hospital.
Sure.
But everyone had everything high about these doctors. They spoke so high about them. It was like, okay, no second opinion. He's the person. This is the treatment. And this protocol of chemo is for everyone around the world. Medicines थोड़ी सी tweak होती हैं, but that protocol, that list was the same. So I said, why am I running around? We are going to stick here and I'm going to believe in this doctor. And that made the difference. There was not even a single time when I would say, he has said only 20%. 20% तो कुछ नहीं होता. Till the time I met this new doctor who would not talk about the percentage. He was ever motivating and inspiring. I think it depends from person to person also.
Sure.
And he never said, you're going. He said, ma'am, it's going to be a new life, BMT, and that's it. And for me, those words always echoed, even during BMT, that yes, I am living, because he said कि new life है, तो new life में चलना है. So even the times I would be in my lowest phase, I had that hope, ये निकाल लेंगे. Makes a difference.
So for cancer patients who've just been diagnosed and they're going and getting the second opinion, third opinion, fourth opinion,
it's a pain.
But is there something when they're meeting the doctor, that conversation is happening, is there something which they should look out for which will help them in that treatment? Because वो 3-4 डॉक्टर्स में कुछ तो डिफरेंस देखते होंगे ना पेशेंट्स.
कुछ डॉक्टर्स हैं जो सीधा बोलते आप तो जी मरने वाले हो.
अच्छा.
What will you do? अब आप बिल्कुल लास्ट स्टेज में आए हो, अगर आप पहले आ जाते हैं,
मैं बचा लेता आपको.
Right? That is. Then there are doctors. Diagnosis. देखिए चांसेस बहुत कम है, मैं कोशिश पूरी करूँगा. So, and then there is a doctor. Oh, nothing to worry. We'll do it together. It makes a difference. It makes a difference because when the patient has gone to you with a deadly disease and
वो तो बेचारा वैसे ही लो है.
वो लो है, वो पहले सुन के ही मर गया है. उसको हमने
लास्ट स्टेज पे आए.
करना है, तो वो रिकूप करना एक डॉक्टर के हाथ में. डॉक्टर का सिर्फ कहना, हाँ बेटा है, कोई बात नहीं, निकल जाए, हो जाएगा, बहुत मायने रखता है. एंड अ ब्रॉड स्माइल मेक्स, I mean, it's like a cherry on top. He smiled and he said, हो जाएगा, means, why am I worried, yaar? I remember when he said, it's your second birth, I forgot. I got up from my wheelchair and walked out, and that attendant was, he got the wheelchair out. I said, oh, मैं भूल गई, मैं चेयर पे नहीं, मैं wheelchair पे बैठी थी. That, it's, you suddenly get strength.
कितना कॉन्फिडेंस आ गया.
जैसे उसने तो कहा दूसरा बर्थ था, मैं तो वॉक करके जाऊंगी.
So you're saying one of the things which is perhaps important or useful is that a doctor is a positive person who's also motivating you कि घबराओ मत.
हो जाएगा, हो जाएगा, हम इकट्ठे ही करेंगे. It will be done. It makes a difference.
So that is one thing to consider. Okay. So now 2023, you got rid of it.
Yes.
And now it's been a year, almost a year?
It's been 440 days.
Oh, wow. 440 days.
440. I count my days,
Wow.
It's been 440 days and the doctors are very, very positive. They're like, just be the way you are. And every time I go, I have been going weekly I give my sample on Mondays. I go for a review on Wednesdays.
Every
It's
week?
been happening every week. So every week he says, you're okay. Up supplement si lo, no other medicine. So from the day of post the bone marrow transplant, I think I was on lot of medicine. So I used to say, 18 गोलियां खाई हैं आज पानी बहुत पीना पड़ेगा खा. So I remember I never lost appetite post my bone marrow treatment.
Okay.
Otherwise they said कि appetite loss होगा, you
Okay.
may have issues, keep a watch on your stomach, ulceration हो जाता है. So one thing which I knew was हर 2 घंटे के बाद कुछ खाना है. It's a blunt food you have to eat, but हर 2 घंटे के बाद खाना है. Either you are drinking juices or you are, having nariyal pani or simple water. You have to compensate 3 to 4 liters of water, and then beyond is a boon. बट खाने के लिए अच्छा कद्दू की सब्जी खानी है, विटामिन्स होने चाहिए, आपका मिनरल्स होना चाहिए, आपकी प्रोटीन्स होने चाहिए. सो दाल होनी चाहिए, हरी सब्जी होना चाहिए, नट्स होना चाहिए. एंड I remember we used to have everything on the table. After 2 hours, you will take this. After 2 hours, you will take this. Then, so that made me gain strength.
Okay. Okay. So post recovery, post getting rid of cancer, which is now 440 days, are there any problems in
Yes.
this period?
It can relapse back. It can relapse back. If there is infection, uncontrolled infection, the patient can die.
Oh.
So I have seen that. I have seen a patient with a relapse. I have seen a patient who, a small boy, who expired. We used to, he was such a chubby boy, and we used to every time go and say, okay, you're also coming out of it. You got your BMT done with me. We both are going to make it. And one day I came to know that, oh, Wednesday I went and saw him, and Saturday he's no more. He developed such severe infection.
Oh.
So you have to be very careful. I have not moved out of the house without my mask for last till today.
Really?
I have my mask with me every day because I don't know the other person is carrying infection or
Sure.
not. So you have to be very careful. There are do's and don'ts. The first thing which I was told, ma'am, try to keep your mask on when you are out of the house.
Okay.
I usually don't go out. It's once in a month I go out, but if I have to, my mask is always en route till I reach the place. I'm with my mask on. So
Anything else that you need to be careful about? Can you eat out? Can you?
You can't eat out.
You can't eat out.
You
okay.
can't eat out. You cannot drink normal water, the RO water.
Oh.
So I have my boiled water, everything with me. Sometimes I do experiment because I have to come out of it. Now, post the 365 days, which were very crucial, now is the time when they have told me, move out a little, start, going out, maybe a stroll in the garden without the mask, and see how you're feeling 24 hours.
Okay.
So they were not expecting that I'm going to get ulceration of the mouth. And post 365th day, I had severe mucositis, which was like my mouth was full of ulcers. I could not even drink a drop of water. And I could not eat. I could not speak because I would feel that my teeth are cutting my tongue. And for 15 days, I was on heavy antibiotic, antiviral, antifungal, because they did not know why it has happened. So then I realized mask has to continue.
Okay.
So there are do's and don'ts.
Any other challenges that you go through in this period?
Energy.
Allergy.
Energy level.
Oh, energy.
Energy level has dropped completely. If I walk even 5 stairs, I'm like, I've had it. I've walked 100. If normally I used to walk for kilometers. Now even if I walk half a kilometer, I'm like, done. I have to go back home. I've just started with driving, but when you're driving, you have to be very alert. I can drive on a empty road, but if I have to maneuver with a lot of cars around, I get jittered.
But you sleep well?
I sleep well.
Home food, eat well.
Yes, yes, yes. So when I'm at home, I'm perfectly fine. But yes, irritation, anger, they are a part of the side effects post the transplant, because you want to meet people.
Right,
You
right.
can't be. I mean, I feel I'm under house arrest.
Right.
And it's a
So have your daughters started behaving like the daughters, or are they still your mother?
they are still like, mother, you don't have to do this, you can't eat it. अच्छा, आप ऐसे कपड़े क्यों पहन रहे हो, आप आराम से रहो. So I enjoy that.
Right.
Because I remember I used to do it with them, and now when they do it for me, so I've never cried in front of my daughters. I would just go cry and come out. I'm a strong mother. Now I cry. I mean, if for small little things, से मुझसे नहीं होता यार. Maybe I feel, they still feel, okay, mom is up, she's doing everything, she's the same. I know from inside, I am broken. It will take me time, but I think my resilience will help me in overcoming all these things.
Right.
I will come out of it. So I think if I've crossed such a long journey with that grit and determination and resilience, I think I can do it.
So the family support is important even
Post,
for a longer period.
Post family support is very important, because post what happens, अब तो ठीक है, अब तो चल सकती है, खाना बना सकती है, घूम सकती है. Now slowly they move out of the house and you are like, oh, I'm alone. What to do? I cannot remember the episodes. I cannot remember the whatever has happened with me, because the moment I remember it, anxiety gets in. And that anxiety is very difficult to control. You can't be like, अब मैं क्या करूँ, अब मैं क्या, that kind of a feeling. I started crocheting. I went on YouTube. I said, let me see what I can do. Crochet was the first thing. I said, okay, let me learn how to do it. Now I make bags and keychains and whatnots, because the moment I'm into it, my mind is off the thoughts of the disease, and I'm completely into the hook and the what design to do, and that is very therapeutic for me.
And tell me all the information that you've shared about what happens to the patient, how they go through this, or what the family should do, what the doctors should do, what the patient should think about, the positivity required, post-recovery. Are there organizations, parts of hospitals, government parts, which are providing this information to patients already? Is this information already available outside? Or what you're sharing is things that people might not even know? And
see, I'm sure there are going to be organizations who are a part of the hospital who are helping the patients. For me, I never ventured into it. I remember there were people who would come, ये वाला दूध इसमें ये हल्दी डाल के और ये करके और ऐसे पीना है. I said, experiment नहीं करना. The day the doctor will tell me, you will drink this, I will do it. I followed the doctor to the last word.
right.
And
so-
yes, there are organizations, there are institutes, there are, in fact, hospitals who have this complete team of oncologists and the
Counselors?
helpers and counselors. They do have the ones who will tell you everything about your nutrition,
Okay.
the diet. But for me, I remember when my nutritionist in the hospital told me about the diet, the doctor came and told me, not this, not this, not this, not this. I said,
Oh.
sir, आपके not this के बाद this कहाँ है? So he said, boiled खाओ सब. So I could make out that, okay, now we have to do a permutation combination, because I'm not in one strain. I'm dealing with two strains, and I'll make it sure that both the strains help me out of it.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
So for
Okay.
me, it was actually my elder daughter who would say, experiment करते हैं, देखते हैं, आज आप boiled egg खाओ, आज तेल नहीं डालेंगे, आज scrambled देंगे. Today we'll boil a banana and eat it. कुछ तो अंदर जाएगा, whether it is calcium, potassium, magnesium, whatever, कुछ तो जाएगा. Those things worked. they told me नींबू पानी पियो उबाल के. I said sir पानी उबाल के डालना है और नींबू बाद में डालना है. नींबू को पानी में डालो उबालो and then make. So it was not easy for us.
Yeah.
And I used to tell her, I said पानी boil कर नींबू डाल. That's it. Put a little salt and we'll see कल क्या होगा. So we used to do those kind of things. So it was if she would tell me to do something, I knew she has heard from somewhere. She may be tweaking it a little, but she's given it. The only good thing about her was a smiling face every time she would enter the room.
Wow.
Hi. सब ठीक है? अरे फर्स्ट क्लास. That made my day. So अगर मैं ऐसे भी बैठी होती थी फर्स्ट क्लास. And we had a lot of me time. We got to learn so many things about each other. She's a graphic designer and said ये कैसे बनाती है? आपको मैं हिंदी में कैलीग्राफी में पूरा वो आ ई ई दिखाती हूँ. And she would do it. And I was completely get engrossed in that. घंटों निकल जाते थे उसमें.
You know, I guess cancer is something which I wish nobody gets.
Yes.
But hearing your story, it's been quite difficult on you and your family, but if I am hearing what I'm hearing today, it almost seems like in the last 3-4 years, आपकी और आपकी family की, आपकी बेटियों की bonding इतनी ज़बरदस्त हो गई है.
Yes.
Right? That there is almost a positive that you've taken out of this cancer.
We did that. When I think it started only with that 20%. That was a kickstart.
Right.
I said, she said, रोते रोते नहीं जाना है. And I was like, I was very sure कि मैंने हाय क्या हुआ, मैं क्यों, कुछ नहीं करना. अगर 20% भी है तो इसको ऐसे करना है कि ना एक कुछ मेमोरीज रह जाएं कि यार हमने ये किया था, हमने वो. That was the main. Because I have heard the stories of उसके ना आखिरी दिन बड़े खराब थे, बड़ा उसको not me, this is not me. I was अरे यार last day उसने ये किया था. She danced and she sang a song, whether I was croaking, but it was like ऐसा करना है कि you know the girls, the family, the extended family, my friends, they all are like she did it and she actually worked for herself. That was my
beautiful.
Thing.
Thank you so much for sharing all this. Clearly, cancer has been a challenge for you.
It's been.
But you've taken out the most positive things out of cancer also. And I really hope कि जिनको भी cancer है या होगा आगे, life is life. They will learn from this and not just look at it as a problem, but also take out the positives from it.
Yeah.
And hopefully, their families will do what your family did, whether it's their children, their husbands, their parents, their siblings, their friends, whoever. I think एक बहुत बड़ी learning इसमें से ये है जो आपकी daughters ने आपके लिए किया.
Yeah.
कि daughters became the mother and controlled you, gave you positivity. And as you're saying, positivity is perhaps the big thing, right? Making the patient believe कि सब ठीक हो जाएगा. So doctor ने किया, daughters ने किया, आपने treatment में believe किया, and you felt positive about everything. So I'm hopeful that everybody will learn from this. But thank you so much for sharing everything you did.
So much.
I know these are delicate things and not easy to share.
Yes, it was. It was a pain for me for last over 3 days because you are revisiting those memories which you don't want to.
Yeah.
And for last over 1 year, I was like, nahi sochna. And when she said, Mom, you have to help people.
Correct.
You have to, kind of inspire people.
Absolutely.
And it will make a difference.
Absolutely.
And I said, okay.
I mean, I'll be honest with you that I've always been scared of cancer. But listening to your story has taken away a bit of my fear. कि अगर कभी हुआ किसी को भी, including me, I will be less scared and I will definitely call you.
You call me. I'll tell you how to go about with it.
I definitely will.
It's not a disease. It's not a viral disease. It has happened. Like you have, अब आप BP की दवाई पूरी उम्र खाते हैं.
Right.
शुगर की दवाई पूरी उम्र खाते हैं. But do you know what BP and sugar does to your body? By the end of, let's say you eat a sugar medicine for 10 years, you will find your bones have become, they are not the same bone.
Right.
Your joints give you trouble. I have been treating sugar patients, diabetic cases. The teeth, you can see them coming out of the mouth. The bone loosens. There is so much of bleeding. You have to think about that is more dangerous than this. Because आप हर बारी एक गार्ड पे हो, आज मैं चीनी खाऊं, आज मैं ये रसगुल्ला खाऊं, वो मिठाई बनी है वो खाऊं, वो तो आप रोज ही खा रहे हो और कितने सालों से खा रहे हो.
Right.
यहाँ तो आपने एक ही झटके में खत्म करना है and then come back to life.
Right.
So it's a learning.
No, every disease has its own problems. और कैंसर को एक ऐसा मॉन्स्टर बनाया हुआ है हमारे दिमाग में, एटलीस्ट फॉर ऑल लेमेन हु आर नॉट डॉक्टर्स, मे बी इवन फॉर डॉक्टर्स, कि कैंसर से जो डर लगता है वो सबसे बड़ा डर है.
True.
Right? So, and that's why I'm saying what you've shared is so inspiring कि वो डर थोड़ा सा कम हो गया है.
बहुत कम होना चाहिए.
So-
मुझे अब now I say let it come back. I will now face it properly.
Wow.
जो मैंने पहले नहीं फेस किया था, थोड़ा डर गई थी, ऐसे होगा, ये होगा, क्या होगा. Now I am ready to face it.
Wow.
And face it strongly and come out of it. It makes a difference because it's all in here.
Very inspiring. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
And this was very, very useful for me for sure, and I hope for everybody who watches it.
Definitely.
And all the best to you and your daughters.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.